from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Pat Freiermuth, the intended target,
and it's 3rd and short.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They're going to try and throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Back to throw again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Got his man. It's Warren.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Warren will try the right side.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Right back to him on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw.
Howard. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. We're curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Howard from the gun. He'll throw. And it's caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Jaylen Warren.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw is Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Off the play fake, Daniels. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
A handoff for Warren.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
He'll find Metcalf.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Operating from the gun. Howard eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Howard.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Play action. Now it's Daniels. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Daniels.
He finds his man, complete. That's Lane. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 36. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Get up. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Take go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
35-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Alex Highsmith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he's going to go down again. Alex Highsmith. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Daniels looking to throw. Flushed out right. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. Gay's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. On the give, it's Warren. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Washington on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Howard. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jaylen Warren, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Boswell. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
The score, Steelers 17, Commanders 3. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He finds his man, complete. That's Lane. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards there at a Washington first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free, but we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Here we go, set.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Matt Gay on for the extra point.
And it's up through the goalposts at 17-10.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
19, come on.
Looking to throw. Howard completes it to Austin. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Howard. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
19, 18.
They'll run it. Warren.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now run with Warren.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jaylen Warren
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Here's Daniels.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts
as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Buying time to his left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 3rd and 8.
Third down and 8.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football.
The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. 35 yards that time on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Off the play fake. Howard. And Wilson with it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, we saw plenty of throws like this in Columbus last year, and he's got his guys a first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On the run, it's Warren. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he's taken down inside the 30. 89 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Back to throw now on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter. Get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 9.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
110 yards rushing for him now to this point. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Robinson up the middle.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 70. And the Commanders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Back now at Commanders Field.
It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Warren.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs. And that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the side.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Now a handoff up the middle.
Warren.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And shedding through the tackle. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Operating from the gun. Howard. He finds his man. Complete. It's Warren. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
First down, Pittsburgh.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the sideline he goes.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pat Freiermuth.
55 yards.
And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Steelers 41, Commanders 17. Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw is Daniels.
Flushed out right. And he fends him off. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Howard. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Warren. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. 2nd and 2. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 22 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards.
Eckler diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick.
Oh, and I think Washington got it. Yes, they did.
So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. He finds his man, complete. It's Lane. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going deep for Brown. And now here's another interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
and the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but